everybody, and welcome to the Scott Show. We are talking SmackDown results. Now, I do want to apologize ahead of time. I did not get to break the news of what happened. However, I did not want to do that. We have a lot of listeners here on the Scott Show that would have got pretty upset if I would have gave spoilers. It was SmackDown from Manchester, England. There was some big news happening from there. So, I'm just going to give you the heads up now. There's some big stuff coming up, and let's talk about it. We'll go through it. We do go to lordsofpain.net for just kind of the guidelines of what happened, and let us know what happened there. And Shane McMahon starts it out talking about how Survivor Series is shaping out, how Daniel Bryan got beat up, and then calls out the New Day. The New Day come out, and they talk about allowing the Bar to win the Raw Tag Team titles. And Kofi said he didn't intend for the titles to change hands, but you know what? Those are the breaks, and that's kind of what they said. And then they called out Rollins and Ambrose. I hope that's the match at Survivor Series. I hope you see the New Day against Rollins and Ambrose, and please do not let that be on the pre-show, because I think that would be dumb. So anyway, Sami, Zayn, and Kevin Owens comes out, say, you know what, your dancing is the stupidest thing I've ever seen, and keeps berating them until Shane makes the match, Kofi Kingston versus Sami Zayn. Kofi Kingston wins the match and gets the pin and the victory. As they move on, the New Day, we'll see what happens next with them. And the New Day's music hits at the end of that. And I think next week you'll have a different match with Owens and Sami versus the New Day, which will be very interesting. You had Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers attacking AJ Styles from last week, which is why AJ gets a shot tonight. And Jinder calls AJ the appetizer to the entree that is Brock Lesnar. So, there you go. You got a new vignette with Eric Rowan and Luke Harper as the Bludgeon Brothers. I'm thinking that's an interesting deal there. You had Rusev come out and said that if he beat Randy Orton, he'd get the last spot. And Randy Orton wins the match, and I don't understand what they're doing to Rusev. I like Rusev, so I'm just kind of like a little unhappy about that. So we'll see what happens further down the road. And then you had the Battle of the Sexes, Becky Lynch versus James Ellsworth. Becky ends up winning. Not too much to this match. I think the whole idea of Ellsworth getting his comeuppance before he goes away, it was just my thing, I guess. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin against the Usos. The Usos end up losing via countout, and they think that there might be a problem with Jey Uso's knee, so we'll see what happens with his knee. But winners by countout were Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. We'll just see from there. And then we get to the WWE Championship match. Jinder Mahal, the modern-day Maharaja, versus the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And this did not disappoint, folks, as the Singh brothers still tried to jump in. Jinder, hit the Colossus. It's just a lot of back and forth between the two. And AJ Styles wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The new WWE Champion, AJ Styles. Now, that looks like it's going to be AJ and Brock at Survivor Series. I don't think I could have called that one. As it's going to be AJ and Brock at Survivor Series. I'm just amazed how great Survivor Series is looking now. with your top match, your two champions, AJ freaking Styles against the Beast Brock Lesnar. AJ can bump. He can wrestle. I think he can do a lot with Brock. I think Brock can have a lot of fun with him. So I think it's going to be a great match, and I'm looking forward to it already. I was definitely not looking forward to Jinder and Brock, as I thought that would just be a killing. But I am happy that it's going to be AJ and Brock. Now, does that mean that Jinder gets the last spot on Team SmackDown? I can see that, as they did not give it to Rusev, and they should have. So, there you go. And this has been the extra super special quick SmackDown recap. I do have to let you guys know that I did not get to do Bound for Glory recap, as that pay-per-view happened this weekend. But I will get to it if people want to see it. And I don't know, I haven't heard a lot of people being too upset that I didn't get the Bound for Glory. I didn't do a lot of Impact anyway. But I will let you guys know on that. New Japan Pro Wrestling has their World Tag League coming up. The minute that stuff comes out, I will let you guys know. And we will be back on Thursday night for the last night of qualifying matches for TCW Fantasy Wrestling. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks, and I'm really looking forward to it. Getting pumped for more TCW action as we move forward along the road to TCW Party Time. And then we got a great event in December, TCW Christmas Clash. So we will see what happens in those two events. And I will have more info for you guys on Thursday, TCW Fantasy Wrestling. Lightning Heat, as we do it up every week. Thursday is TCW Day. Thank you guys so much. Check out all of our cool podcasts, including the Scott and Kyle Show. It got a little graphic, but it was a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you soon.